So, Walter, what sparked your journey from broke to building Alchemist Nation and committing to create 100 millionaires through multifamily real estate?
I snuck into an event when I was 28 years old. It was called Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. I snuck in, I didn't pay for any tickets, and I was in there. And I remember sitting down, the gentleman on stage said, "If you feel like you don't belong here right now, you had better take the best notes and then go out and change people's lives with the information you're learning." Now, I didn't realize everybody was broke in the event too. Everybody was dressed in suits. They're very successful looking. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm the guy he's talking. He caught me. Like I just took feverish notes and I made a commitment to make my first six figures. And then after that, like towards the end, he said, look, if you guys think I'm being of value up here, then there's a few of you who probably need to come out and be coaches one day because there's just not enough of us. There's not of us teaching how money works. And if you found like nobody teaches you how money works up until this moment, maybe you know how true that is. And I was like, yeah, that's true. So he said, it might be for some of you, your purpose to go and teach others. And it really hit me in my core. So I went from being worth something to being worth less than I was born. And there was a divorce involved, and I just look at that and say, okay, like I learned a lot of lessons, but what did I use from there? I went from making 17,000 that year I was in that event to making 115,000 that year, and then from that next year 300,000, then 700,000, then 1.4 million, and then it just got to the point where I was like, this money thing's not as much work as I think it is, but it still is because I double my income and I double my net worth every year, and I will find every year is just as much work as the year before. It is a little harder as you scale because the things that got me the things that make the six figures, it's like work ethic. Getting to a million with systems, getting to where we're at today, where we pull in almost $4 million a year, that is so heavy in humans. It is human capital and management. The most
Yeah,
interesting thing
yeah.
about surrounding yourself with millionaires is a quote that I took. It was focus on the best, surround yourself with the best, and then you will become the best. And by being around millionaires and then multimillionaires, the way they think about money and their time has been absolutely intriguing and counterintuitive. Right? If you came up broke the way I did, money felt like work and it felt like difficult. But millionaires and multimillionaires, they look at money as a game. Like, okay, this piece moves over here. So when you started this call, you asked me, you said, "Man, like you're doing so much. Do you ever sleep?" And it's like, I sleep a lot. I sleep an embarrassingly large amount of time.
So it's refreshing because sometimes you just need a little more to get that smile back and make sure that you are giving the words you want to give to your audience so that they can do it too and become a millionaire. Actually, these days we're going for billionaire status, I do believe.